What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you on. Today, guys, I'm going to talk about if we are doomed in terms of cryptocurrency and the stock market. Of course, for me, the answer is absolutely not, because I'm going to talk about how crypto actually acts as a hedge against inflation. Now, remember, I always like to preface, like it says down there, that I'm not a financial advisor, but rather I always try to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. So let's go ahead and talk about inflation and talk about why I think crypto will succeed regardless of what occurs. But we need to highlight some things that are coming in the following week. So as you guys can see, there's an article on the screen here talking about a hellishly difficult task. Can the Federal Reserve lower inflation without causing a recession? That is the key question here. So the last time annual inflation was running as high as it is now, about 4 decades ago, the Federal Reserve officials, so people who are equivalent to Jerome Powell, right, the chair of the Federal Reserve, took decisive action and brought it back down. In the process, though, unfortunately, it wasn't just pretty easy, again, with no kind of repercussions. The last time they did this, they actually put us, unfortunately, in an economic recession. So again, this ended up causing unemployment rates to go over 10%. And in addition, it's been a reliable pattern since World War II. They state here on this Boston Globe article. The central bank hikes interest rates to reserve rapidly rising prices, but the collateral damage is an economic contraction. Now, with inflation recently soaring to its highest level since 1982, the Federal Reserve, or the Feds, is preparing to return to its conventional inflation fighting playbook, and that is they need to figure out a way to bring inflation down. And hopefully their goal is, again, when I say their goal, the man here, this individual, has a lot of power in his hands to help make sure that we do not fall into a recession. So again, going back in time, I'm going to give you guys a quick history lesson. And shout out to Mo for actually sending me this picture. And I know you guys, for those of you who've been rocking with me for a while, know I love to reference this image in terms of inflation. So I'm going to make my screen a little bit smaller so you guys could see exactly what it is I'm looking at. And you could see 1970 cost of living. A new house back in 1970 was $23,450. Average income for an individual was $9,400. A new car, $34.50. Minimum wage, $2.10. So then the question becomes, what is the average in terms of a new house now? You're looking at $150,000. What is the average income of an individual now? We're looking at $35,000 to $40,000. As you can see, a new car, $13,000 to $14,000. So as you guys see, the price, the value of the dollar, not the price, but the value of the dollar continues to what? Depreciate over time. And that is unfortunately the product of inflation, the product of an economy that is potentially losing its power over time. So the question then becomes, Ahmed, guys, viewers, whoever is watching right now, the question then becomes, why is the crypto market bleeding so hard? And it's because of the fact that there's a lot of fear. People don't like uncertainty. Markets like knowing exactly what to predict and expect moving forward. The fact that right now the Feds could potentially single-handedly put us into a recession scares people away, because that means over time, a lot of assets are going to lose their value, because again, people are going to be basically just looking for a means of living. They have a lot of uncertainty in their individual lives, in their individual lives, So for all of us that are trying to figure out, what do I do with my cryptocurrency? Do I sell? Do I hold? Remember, I can't tell you to buy, sell, or hold. But for me, this is an opportunity to accumulate your favorite assets. If we pull up CoinMarketCap real quick and look at the different prices, Bitcoin at 35.2, Ethereum at 2,400. And we know where the strong level of support is. And I always say, look back in time and see how Bitcoin did. Because forget every other asset in the market, look at Bitcoin's price action over the last year. Even the all-time chart, but we're just going to look at the 1-year chart for now. Where did Bitcoin find strong support back in the summer when things were looking really, really bad? When we had a lot of China FUD and we just had a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, or FUD plaguing the market. $29,800. For those of you who are looking to dollar cost average, look how high Bitcoin has come. Nearly $70,000 per coin. But since then, it has come down almost 50%. So for those of you who are looking to accumulate crypto assets and you were looking to buy at $70,000 worth of a Bitcoin, well, guess what? Now you're getting it 50% off. And who doesn't like sales other than me? Because again, when the markets have a lot of fear, I'm going to keep emphasizing this. When the market has a lot of fear, that is a time to get greedy. And when there's a lot of greed in the market, that is a time for us to actually be fearful. I know uncertainty is that very unsettling and it makes people oftentimes very uncomfortable. But for me, I love uncertainty. I love the fact that people are selling out of their positions. I love the fact that Solana's at $97. I love the fact that Ethereum's at $2,400 because I'm not looking to just liquidate my entire portfolio due to the fact that there's fear in the market. I have conviction in crypto long term. And if you do too, these are times that are trying. Yes, it's not easy to pull up your portfolio and see that you're down 40, 50, 60% on some of your assets. I understand how much of a headache that could be. So with that being said, this might be a really good time and an opportunity of a lifetime, right? Because the biggest transfer of wealth occurs during market crashes. Because what happens? Scared hands sell out of their positions and smart investors position themselves to increase their positions on said assets. If it's the stock market or crypto market, you heard it back in the 2020 crash with crypto and stocks falling to the ground because of the pandemic arising here in the United States. Well, guess what? Those are the individuals who made the most money in the market as they bought the dip at the very bottom. We don't know where the bottom is going to be, but we can predict based off of previous support. $1,800 Ethereum and then a $29,000 Bitcoin. If we approach those levels, and we already have, dollar cost averaging is what I will be doing. Again, I appreciate your guys' love and support. I'm actually here in Southern California in the LA area, and I'm hoping to coordinate something for a few of us to at least meet up, hang out, maybe have a bite to eat. But again, I appreciate you guys' support. Smash that like button if you haven't already, and consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, everybody, keep investing. Peace.